Hi. Uh, I hope, how's everyone doing? That's not that's not a good way to start anything. Oh my God. Okay. Hi everybody. I know you're all probably wondering, like, Ekta, why do you look sick? Like, are you ill? Need help? You've lost some weight. No one's gonna take it that far. Oh God. Right. I'm not sick. I'm not wearing any makeup. And that's not me trying to brag because I look like a sick child. And I need the makeup. The makeup was good for me. What actually happened was I was meant to speak to Dr. Wishnie today, and I thought it was tomorrow. I got the dates wrong. I got the dates wrong. I know. I done goofed. I pulled an Ekta classic, and I didn't want to waste Dr. Wishnie's time, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make him wait for me while I put on my makeup and speak to him and interview him. I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens. And it was actually kind of okay. Like I didn't feel like I needed to wear makeup, even though I know I like wearing makeup. It makes me feel very confident. But I feel like you know, I feel like the interview went really well. Like Dr. Wishnie he's an amazing guest to talk to. And if you don't know who he is, then you really need to go on LinkedIn. I will attach all the contact information below in the description box, but you really need to go look up Dr. Wishnie and just look at all the work that he's done. He's such an amazing person. And he's super positive. Like his mentality is absolutely amazing. It is infectious. It's absolutely infectious. Like you will see throughout the interview that it's just like positivity. It's absolutely amazing. And I had such a great time interviewing him, and he's so humble, he's so down to earth, he's just amazing to talk to, and he's got amazing advice as well. And I know I've said amazing a lot, and I need to stop because it is amazing me how much I say that word now. Okay, that was terrible. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I hope you enjoy the interview. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know who I should interview next. If you have any suggestion, please send them my way. Please subscribe to my channel. Go look up all my guests. Go look up their channels as well. So subscribe to them too. They do amazing work. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the interview. Thanks. I'm going to go finish my Nando's chicken. Sponsor me. No, I'm joking. Am I? I want to be sponsored by Nando's. That would be amazing. Free chimkin? Heck yeah. That's not how that works. Right. I'm going to stop rambling. Bye. Hi, Mr. Wishnie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks, Ekta.
Thank you so much for being on my channel and letting me poke your brain. I'm actually so happy that you're here. I've been wanting to interview you for a very, very long time.
Cool.
So my first question is, what made you pick podiatry as a career option?
It's a great question, and everybody should get used to that question because 31 years in practice and then residency in school, you're going to get that question a lot, probably
Yeah.
from almost every patient, at least at the beginning. Because why feet? And then I go like feet. It's like at least it's most of it's external. I mean, there's a lot of body parts that
Yeah.
you don't want to go into. So
Agreed.
since I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a doctor.
Mhm.
I spent most of my fifth grade in hospitals with severe asthma. I missed 40
Oh.
days of school in fifth grade.
Mhm.
And every time I went to the doctor, I felt better. You know, he give me an injection, and that time adrenaline, epinephrine, and I felt better.
Yeah.
So what a great thing. So I always want to be a pediatrician. And kids are great. But the problem with kids is that they have parents, I found out. Okay. And the parents are annoying. You know, they call you up middle of the night. My kid has 100.2 temperature. Just
Yeah.
like my ex-wife did that with our first son. So it's like,
Yeah.
why are you calling a doctor? It's only 100.2. So that you're working hard. This is before nurse practitioners were around and
Yeah.
PAs. And so I love sports and sports medicine. And so I asked my guidance counselor what I can do. And we thought about podiatry. I have a friend, a neighbor, my father's friend, and I visited his office. He's a podiatrist. And it was great because you see everything. You see everything with the foot and ankle,
Mm,
fractures, and we do surgery, dermatological, neurological, every disorder possible. So there is a lot of variety in the foot,
yeah.
and you never get bored. And plus, you don't have to get cold in the middle of the night most of the time. So that whole combination is how I pick podiatry.
That's amazing. I do have one technical question though. So for the US, it's slightly different than the UK when it comes to the actual course, the degree program. So you have to study medicine first, and then you can specialize into podiatry, right?
You go from college, which is
Hmm.
4 years after high school,
Yeah.
and then you have a, excuse me, three. Right now, it's a 3 year surgical residency. Okay, so you're specializing in podiatry the 4 years, but your first 2 years is
Yeah.
equivalent to any medical school. I mean,
Right.
we take every single class a regular medical student would take.
Hmm.
The only thing we skip is gynecology,
Okay.
which is fine with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Um, so do you, so for when you mentioned surgery, do you actually, how much surgery can you do on the, is it limited to just the forefoot? Is it the whole foot? Is it foot and ankle that you can do surgeries for, especially for
Yeah,
podiatrists?
it depends on the state, but most states are about the same now.
Okay.
Um, we can do surgery to the bone, the foot and ankle.
Hmm.
In some states, well, I could also do soft tissue lesion removals in the leg, but I
Okay.
can't go down to bone. I can't fix like a high fibular fracture, but I can
Okay.
fix a low fibular fracture, like
So
a
there's a
bar.
cutoff point
Right,
to,
exactly.
okay.
And in states of Michigan, podiatrists can work on hands. They could not surgically, but I mean
Oh,
surgically in the sense of like removing warts on hands
right.
and nail deformities on hands. It's just fine with me because when patients come in and say, "Can you cut my fingernails?" I go,
Mm.
"I'm so sorry. It's against my,
Sorry, I'm limited to just the feet.
it's my license. Oh, you go to a manicurist for that."
That's fantastic. I feel like when I graduate, I'm going to be using my license as like an excuse for most things. Like, "I'm sorry, my license restricts me, so I can't do that. But I'll gladly check out your feet, no problem." um, it's really interesting to see your career progression because you started off as a podiatrist and then you kind of developed more into leadership. So you're actually teaching how to like run and manage proper leadership skills when it comes to your clinic. So how did that transition come into being? Like, did you have a aha moment? Was it a personal moment where you're like, where your clinic's not doing so well and then you're like, I need to do this better? How did that start?
Aha. Okay, aha moment.
An
Um,
aha moment.
yes. Well, besides podiatrist, a practice management coach,
Mhm.
consultant for other podiatry owners. And here is the key thing that I found. So I'm a John Maxwell. If you, I don't know if you know who John Maxwell is. A lot of
No,
people might
sorry.
not from the UK.
Mhm.
Uh, but John Maxwell is the New York Times #1 writer on the topic of leadership. So
Okay.
highly recommend anybody pick up. He has written many books. Okay, so I am a certified leadership coach, and what makes a doctor successful? Plus, what I mean by successful is that they also have a well-rounded life. So the practice
Mm,
is great, but they have the so-called, and I say balance, but it's no so true. There's no real thing about balance. You never 100% balance all the time. Like right now, you're in school. Okay, so you have a test coming up. You're focused on that test,
yeah.
and everything else gives us like whatever.
Yeah.
So um, it's leadership. When you can teach others around you
Hmm.
to lead and make decisions, your staff, I mean,
Hmm.
decisions based on the mission and the vision you set forth to your team, you don't have to micromanage anymore. You can let your team go. You
Yeah.
can take vacation and still have your clinic run really smooth without you being there. And when you
Mm,
can do that, that's when you have the true freedom in your life. That's the difference between any business that's really successful, where
hmm.
the owner is not like burnt out
Yeah.
and can get more done. That's the secret to getting more done in short periods of time. It's your leadership skills. And I'm like looking at you, and my girlfriend and I are watching The Crown. We're on like season 4 of The Crown. I don't know if you, and like I love Winston Churchill, and he was an amazing leader. Now, I guess like any other great leader at the time of leading, not everyone loves you, but
Yeah.
your job is not to be loved. Your job is to get the job done,
Hmm.
help people along the way. And that's my understanding how Winston Churchill was. But
Yeah. That's amazing. That's actually really inspirational. Um, that's that's a really
all
really good.
choked
So
up there, Hector.
sorry.
You all choked up.
I know. I was just I got a bit carried away. I'm such a this is so annoying, such an annoying thing about me, but I'm such a daydreamer. Like, and I'm completely gonna throw myself under the bus right now, but I growing up, like I was always that child who just daydreamed all the time. Like I was gone in like another fantasy world. And that really irritated my mom because she's like, you like, why can't you focus? Like you need to pay attention to the world around you. And I was just like, but it's so nice here. And like I really get captivated quite easily by stuff that I'm really inspired by. So it'll be books that really kind of tap into your imagination and make you think and make you really work for, like, it makes you work being a reader and being an audience. And I really, really enjoy things like that. So like when I hear you talking, like when I hear you saying stuff about like leadership, it really just like my imagination gets so carried away because it is super uplifting, and I think it's really inspiring. And a lot of students, I'm not saying they're daydreamers, but a lot of students that are looking to achieve that level of leadership skills, like they will 100% benefit from what you're saying. And that's the whole point of this interview, is to inspire students. And it can be daunting when you graduate and think that, like, okay, like I'm on my own, like it's up to me now, like I'm a proper adult, like this is this is the real world.
Well,
So it can feel a bit daunting. So I think having, interviews like this where I interview people that are incredibly inspiring, I think that it gives people a lot of hope. It gives students a lot of hope that, like you can do it, and this is how you can do it. Like get in touch with Dr. Wishnie, or get in touch with Tyson Franklin, or Dave James, or just all. How many people can I name drop right now? Just yeah, I could keep going. Like I'm super inspired by all of you. Like it's amazing. Um, Going on to my next questions, why is it important to achieve better clinical outcomes when you do set these standards for your staff? And it could be your receptionist, it could be your associate, you name it.
why is it better for the whole office or specific individuals or myself?
Holistically.
Uh, Well, the office setting, it's first impressions matter. The
Mm,
moment you answer the phone, your staff represents you.
mm,
So if the front desk person is rude, they're going to think, well, my doctor's probably rude or nasty or he doesn't care.
yeah.
It's the little things in life that make a difference, like having clean bathrooms. Imagine
Yeah.
going to a doctor's bathroom and it's not clean. And
Yeah.
maybe my instruments are not clean. So every little detail is important. And when you have a good impression of the office before being treated, then the patient's going to be able to relax more.
Mm,
You'll be able to get your point across and get your information across and educate the patients better with better education. Then you have better clinical outcomes. It's really communication is a problem for almost everything in life, from getting your patients better
mm.
to relationships to marriages to kids to everything. We keep everything in, and but when you just tell the patients what you can expect,
Mm.
okay, and be true to them, um, then they'll respect you and they will get better faster. And clinical outcomes, I mean, your job there is to get patients better.
Yeah.
And podiatrists, by the way, we talk about what we do, foot and ankle.
Mm.
Our job is really not to just treat the foot and ankle. Our job is to give our patients a better quality of life.
Mm.
Just think about the things you can't do when your feet hurt or
Oh
if you
yeah.
have severe deformities. Think about the exercises you can't do to stay healthy. Think about like just, running around with your grandchildren. Okay. Going to work and stand. People who have these work on factory lines who can't work and can't bring home a paycheck.
Mm.
We're giving people a better quality of life. And everybody needs to understand that. We're just like, oh, you got ingrown toenail, no big deal. When you're doing it for 30 years, you think, no big deal. I do this every day. But for that patient, that patient is thinking, you know what, this is my only ingrown nail I ever had. I never really seen ingrown toenails before. To them, it's a big deal. So tell them it's not a big deal is not you want to do it. To them, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah.
What are your tips for students that are thinking of joining a private practice as an associate?
Okay. So I actually never worked for anyone in my life except for Burger King and maybe Toy. Okay. And a daycare counselor. Okay.
Nice. I used to
Um,
work for McDonald's.
we're competitive.
Oh, what a trip.
Got better fries, you know. Um, it so there's a lot of ways to work when you get out of school. You can own your own clinic. You can work for someone. You have to know who you are. And some people say, I'm going to work for somebody for a few years, then open my own clinic. If you're going to work for someone, this is my philosophy for everyone out there. No matter what you do, podiatry, you're a butcher, whatever it is in your life, take care of others. Think about others before you think about yourself. Give more to others, and you will receive 10 times what you expect in life. So when you are going on interviews, when you're working for someone, be prepared to say, how am I going to make the organization better? Not what you want.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for the owner? Owner is like, obviously has a success plan. And if he or she did not do well, then that doctor was not in a position to hire someone. But that doctor's in a position to hire someone because that office is doing well. So how is that office doing well? Follow their systems and protocols, especially the first year, to the T. Find out what that organization wants and what is required. How are you going to bring more patients into the practice? And there are many ways to learn how to do this. You have lots and lots of guests on your show. We all know how to get more patients. And by listening to you is a great way to find out how to do that. So you're prepared on interviews. This is what I like to do. Now, don't get overzealous because maybe some doctors, owners are insecure and they think they're come in and take over. And so you gotta like be able to read, don't get too excited either. So
Oh my God, I could just imagine.
I had where a doctor was saying, I don't want to bring another associate in because I'm afraid now I'll have two associates and the two associates will gang up on me and like form a coup d'etat. It's like,
oh my God. That's so cute. That's an adorable, come on, like that's a really adorable fear. Like I feel like they're gonna gang up on me. Like, oh, that's
not it's because we all have insecurities.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So know what you want, and you say you're a daydreamer, take those dreams and write them down, because some of them are just like fantasies, like queen,
Yeah, I'm not getting any taller. Like that's a daydream I can get rid of.
Right. You're not going to take a pill like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
So, but there's certain things that you want, and they can all happen if you can picture it, feel it like you do, and write it down. So, what kind of clinic do you want to work in? And you don't have to just take a job to take a job. You need to be happy. Happy is so important, and you need to be heard. You need an office that will hear you, but at first you need to listen and participate and pick the right time to have your ideas be heard.
Those are really great tips. Those are amazing tips. Right. Moving on to the funnier portion of our interview. What superpower would you want to possess?
That's easy. I want to be a teleporter. I want to teleport. We just a huge snowstorm. Okay, like there's like some parts of New Jersey you got like 25, 30 inches of snow. My
Oh
area got
my.
like 17. Um, I wanted like, okay, it's snowing, it's cold. Boom, take me to San Diego. Boom, I'm right here in San Diego.
Oh,
I'm right there, you know? Uh,
yeah. That's a good one. If you were stuck on a desert island with three items, what would they be and why?
tough one. So the first thing is I want to take care of my mind always. So a good book, anything written by Napoleon Hill. Okay.
Okay.
Grow Rich or any of those books, because
Yeah.
I don't know how much I have plenty of time to think. I don't know how to get rich on an island, but okay, but maybe I can find a way.
Yeah.
Um, a bucket to catch the rainwater, so I
Okay.
can drink and find water somewhere, and then there might be bushes and things that I and food like little ants. So a Swiss Army knife has all the little gadgets in it.
All right. Smart. Smart. Super survival guide type. I love it. What do you want the most out of life? Now I think I kind of know your answer, but what is your answer?
So we always this is my big thing. You're a dreamer. I was always, I'm still am thinking about the future. Always think about the future.
Yeah.
And then I'm not really about the past. Some people get stuck in the past. That's not me.
Mm,
I'm thinking, oh, the future. What I'm going to do tomorrow, like when you're in school. I'm wondering when I graduate, what's going to happen when I graduate, when I finish my
yeah.
residency, what's going to happen then, and then what's going to happen then. It's like, what's going to happen when I'm 85. I don't know. So it's time to like think about the now and the present, and to truly be happy. You sit down
I knew it.
and you think you'd be just grateful for what you have. You think about it. I even though we always want more and we do more, I have a lovely girlfriend. I have three amazing boys.
She's
Okay.
beautiful. Oh my God. I saw the picture you posted up of her on Facebook. Oh my gosh. Absolutely
Thank you.
stunning.
Thank you. And
Absolutely stunning.
I have a great family, a sister, brother-in-law. I got uh, great doctors who work for me and great staff. And um, it's just surround yourself with great, happy people,
Mm.
positive people. The great thing about being boss, okay, is that I'm spending at least a third of my life in this office or more. I will not surround myself with negative people. They'll just bring you down, they'll
Oh yeah.
crush you. And as you and your colleagues succeed and get more and more successful, there will be people in your life that um that weren't able to achieve the goals you're achieving. And instead of like using that as an inspiration, they do the opposite, and they might try to bring you down. And it's very simple.
Kind of
Unless,
like crabs in a bucket almost.
yeah, crabs
Yeah.
in a bucket, yeah. And it's unless it's your mummy, um, you get rid of them. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
My mother could be negative at times, and I learned a certain technique to help have a to like change my mother's mood. Okay,
Yeah.
so the conversation's always better. I would always ask her about the cat. And by the way, you're gonna love this. She named the cat Lady Di. Okay.
She did it.
Yeah, she did, and she
Oh,
loved Princess Diana. So
oh, bless her. She must
so
be the most beautiful cat then. I
yes,
think Lady Diana is absolutely stunning. Was
yeah.
sorry.
Um so it's like I always change the topic to something that makes them happy, and then the
Yeah.
conversation is always good.
That's a good tip for my to how to handle my mom. She's gonna be watching this.
It's a really good tip.
Oh dear. If you could be a fly on the wall for any president, past or present, who would you pick and why?
So that is two, and I'll tell you why there's two. One
Okay.
is my favorite president is Abraham Lincoln. Okay, Abraham Lincoln. I would love to be on the wall when he's going through all those times where he's trying to free slaves, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of a lot of problems down south, and just would love to just I also want to see if he was truly honest. Honestly, okay,
Yeah.
because to be honest, to like make things happen, sometimes you have to like
Yeah.
not tell the whole truth at the maybe not. You have to like get around the truth, maybe not lie, but get around the truth.
Mm,
And the other one I have to because of the comedic purpose, and that'd be Donald Trump. I have to like this guy's a comedian. It's a joke. So and I really want to.
Oh,
I like to watch him and Melania together. Like I really want to
oh
like
my
close
God.
doors and like I want her like if she curses at him and stuff like that.
She must do. She must do. Like that poor woman. I feel so
Don't
sorry
touch
for
me.
her.
Don't,
I don't think when she started dating him, I don't think she expected to be first lady in any
no,
like
no, I know exactly. I remember this when the cameras went to Trump and Melania, and he like actually won.
yeah.
Melania's face like, holy crap, I'm gonna be stuck in that damn White House for 4 years. I had no clue we were gonna win this.
Oh my God. I always enjoy seeing their like paparazzi pictures because like she's always trying to like bat his hand away. Like he's trying to hold her hand, trying to be sweet, and like, she's batting him away. And I think, oh God, this is perfect. Like I don't think any presidents had this problem before. Oh God. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm so glad you said that. Um, before we end this interview today, do you have any final advice for students?
Yes. Similar to what I said before, really focus on your schoolwork. Um, be the best podiatrist you know how to be. Once you learn the podiatry part and get good at that, there's other stuff about life and associateships and ownership, all that, you'll have that information.
Mhm.
But be the best podiatrist and take the time for yourself. Take the time to handle your body and exercise, um, drink water and
Mhm.
do all the right things, eat right, and but still have your Friday night beer. You know,
Yes.
so, and it's in England that they drink the beer warm. Is that correct? You drink it warm, or is that Germany? I don't know which one drinks it warm. How do you drink your beer, cold or warm?
I drink it cold. I
Okay.
drink so I drink my beer cold. I drink red wine, especially if it's like a full-bodied red wine. I drink that room
That's
temperature, and then my white wines I drink them ice cold.
right.
But
It's like us. So I think maybe
yeah,
the Germans drink it warm. I don't know.
maybe we'll
So,
just blame it on them. It's fine. I hope this video doesn't get banned on YouTube for me just saying that one little bit at the end. Oh. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to being interviewed by me today. I had such a blast. You're such a positive like energy. It's so much fun even just talking to you. So I can't imagine like the day I finally do get to meet you, what that's going to be like. I think it's just going to be pure
I would love
madness. It's going to be fantastic. I
I
absolutely
would
cannot
love it.
wait.
You are an inspiration to the rest of your students. You're amazing at what you're doing. And I follow your stuff and
Oh,
keep on going. It's you just find right now, when you interview other people, you learn too. It's amazing, right? You
oh my
learn.
God. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not the person with the just all the information. You're learning. I'm learning from you. You learn
Oh gosh.
anybody. You learn from any age group, any person. Always keep an open mind.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a lovely day in clinic and I will be in touch.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye bye.